Hey YouTube, I'm gonna run you all through as quickly as possible because I know it can get long-winded. I'll run you all through what I would consider the best bang for your buck, entry-level beginner, um, achievable, accessible PC audio setup. We're gonna do a 2.1, meaning we're gonna have two speakers and a subwoofer. So let's get into it. First recommendation, you're gonna go to Parts Express and you're gonna buy the Dayton Sub 800. You can either go to Sub 800 or you can go to Sub 1000. I would say just go with the Sub 1000 because it leaves you room to upgrade. And what I mean by upgrade, maybe you evolve this from being a PC setup. Maybe you want to transition this to a home theater. That Sub 800 is only really truly good for that PC setup or for a really small room, right? Overall, I guess we'll go with the Sub 1000. So we're gonna go with the Dayton Audio Sub 1000. If, like I said, if you're in an apartment, you're in a situation where you can't have anything crazy, anything wild, Sub 800 for sure. But if you have that wiggle room where it's like, okay, I'm in a house, it's fine. Nobody's gonna come and complain. Just go with the Sub 1000. Next are speakers. I'm gonna give you two speaker recommendations. The Naomi BS5s. Now, I'm gonna let you know right now, this is my choice. The Naomi BS5. This is a very well-rounded speaker. Whether it's listening to music, using it for home theater, right? I can use these speakers as my front right, my front left, my surround right, my surround left. I can use them as my heights. All I need is the matching center. Like that's all I literally need. Just give me the matching center and we're good to go. Where's the matching center? Well, I'm not worried about that right now. But this is an overall well-rounded, really good speaker, is what I'm trying to say, right? You can also see it's not a huge speaker either, right? It's not taking up a ton of space. It's a nice speaker that I hands down you need to get it, right? So you're gonna get these. The pair cost you 110 bucks. I know it says it's on sale right now, 15% off, 110. Option two, the Mika RB42s. Very solid speakers. Very solid, very solid. Here's what I will say about these. You notice, or you don't notice because I haven't shown you, um, it's the size. The size of these speakers is probably the only reason why I can't be like, get them, because I'm looking at this more from the usage, the multiple usages. What's a speaker? What's something I can buy that I can use for something else, right? Maybe these don't stay as my PC speakers. These are speakers I would buy as surrounds for a home theater. I'll use them with a record player too. I can use them as heights. Me personally, I cannot see myself using these as my front right or front left home theater speakers. Like I said, the Naomi BS5s, I actually could. I actually could. They'd still there's some other options out there, but it's something about them, like the overall sound. Um, like it just, I mean, they're good with music, they're good with movies. Something about them. Mika's, don't get me wrong, but yeah, bang for your buck is Naomi. I would still buy these Mikas hand down. I wouldn't recommend you something I wouldn't buy. So keep that in mind. For PC desktop speakers, hands down, if you got the 150, buy them. Next, most important, well, the next two things will be the most important parts of this. So, unlike speakers that are marketed to be PC speakers, right? Those speakers I just showed you, you can't just plug directly into your PC. They have to be powered, and the only way you power them is with a amplifier. So the IEMA A07 Max is a great budget amplifier that gets the job done. Easily, we're talking about we could power these Nayumis, we could power these Mikas, right? It'll do it. Why I specifically recommend this? Um, this particular one can do this. Down the line, let's say you want to use this with a record player. Switch this into mono. You switch it into mono, and then you can set them up like this. You'd actually buy two of these IEMA A07s. So you'd buy two of them, and each amp would connect to each speaker separately. What that does, you're now able to push your speakers to new heights, right? I want to say those Mikas, the max that they could do was actually 300 watts. This amp alone pushes 300 watts. So this amp and that speaker, hand in hand, actually kind of go together really well. The more I think about it, actually, as much as I love the Naomi, for the sake of if I had to pick one for that specific purpose, oh, it actually would be the Mikas. The Naomis you actually can't push as hard. Yeah, I don't think that they. Yeah, what does it say? The 100 watts. That's the max. Yeah, those you can't push as hard as the Mikas. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are not made for that. But like I said, nonetheless, solid speaker. Anyways, this is an amp that is very good and is good priced. I know it says $91.99, but you got to notice there's a coupon on this page. This coupon right here is gonna drop the price of this to like 75 bucks. It becomes really difficult to beat getting this amp at that price. Highly rated, highly reviewed, right? It doesn't make sense to not get this amp. And then last, you're gonna want a DAC. Now, let me be honest. You could do the speakers, amp, sub, and be done. You could just do just those three things. But you gotta realize the amp just makes things louder. If you want the sound to sound its best, that's when you get a DAC. We're talking about a digital analog converter. This is gonna take your music and make it sound like what it should really sound like. You're gonna get the shit. I'm not cursing. This is just the name of the brand. SCHIIT. You're gonna go and buy the shit Modi. Okay? That's what you're gonna get. So we now have our amp, our DAC. We got two speaker options. You can either go with the Mikas or go with the Nayumis. We got our sub, and we're good to go.